Hello, parents. Erica Desper. I'm the founder of Confident Parenting, and here at Confident Parenting, we help families get more sleep. We help you approach and troubleshoot the potty training process and help you connect to a village of additional parenting resources. If you've gotten this far, then you know all the things you need to be doing before you dive into potty training with your toddler or your preschooler. If you missed the first 4 videos, be sure to go find them. But this is the 5th and final one of what to do before you dive in. And tip number 5 is to prepare your home. So in video 1, when we talked about preparing your mindset and your expectations, I emphasized that this is a learning process for your child. You don't know how long it will take them, and they will need at least one parent or caregiver sort of hyper-focused on what they're doing all throughout the day without a lot of distractions. Is that necessarily realistic? No, and I realize that, but it will be a messier process if you need to constantly check your phone, handle other siblings, clean the house, fix meals, run errands, things like that. So you're thinking about what sort of things can you delegate, maybe just for the first few days, if possible, longer, but you can only do what you can do. For example, could you do a nice big house cleaning so it's not driving you nuts while you're trying to focus on the potty training process? Could you do a big grocery shopping so you have everything you need and you're not having to run to the store? Can you have both parents on hand, assuming that you have a partner? If so or if not, is there a caregiver that you can enlist to help take care of siblings so that you can focus on your child, or vice versa? Maybe a grandparent if they live nearby. Anyone that you can enlist. However, in most cases, it'll be better if you help your child walk through this before you turn them over to a caregiver and ask them to do the same. It may be helpful to stick with one or both parents before somebody else gets worked into the process. Then you also want to think about what you may need while we're talking about preparing the home. Do you need to move anything or change anything? So this can be a messy process at first. Accidents are really part of the learning process in the initial stages. So if that freaks you out, and for most of us it does, you may want to think about cleaning products that you'll need on hand, cover things you may need to cover, special rugs, or do you need to roll them up? They do make bed-size waterproof covers. They're actually for doggies, but we can use them for this process to cover the floor. They make couch-sized ones as well. You can sort of carve out an area where most of this process is going to happen, and your child's going to spend most of their day, and you may need to think of ways to prepare that area. If you have a lot of carpets, but you have a playroom that's tile or hardwood floors, perhaps that's more ideal. And make sure you have extra clothes, of course, on hand, extras of whatever you may need. So you want to think about what things you can delegate, what things you can get done in advance, and let everybody know that would normally be reaching out to you throughout the day or every day, hey, we're doing this thing and I'm going to be hyper-focused on that, and, I'll get back to you when I can. And that is tip number 5. You want to see what you can do to prepare your home and take things off of your plate so that this learning process with your kiddo is pretty much the only thing on it for a couple days, and you can try to enjoy that you're helping your child through this major milestone. I hope that those 5 tips were helpful if you are anxious about diving in, or maybe if you've already dove in and things are not going well. Of course, that's what we help families with on a day-to-day basis, so you can come and find us, but now you're a bit more prepared to approach and tackle the potty training process with your child. Thanks so much for watching.